I've gotten the opportunity myself to travel quite a bit in the developing world because of mission work, more than most people have, I guess. And when you walk through these ramshackle slums, the cardboard shacks that these people live in, you get this really awful feeling. I'm sure part of it is just the empathy that you feel for people that are obviously suffering and in squalor and filth and disease. But there's something more that troubles you in these situations. And when you start to think about, what it is that's bothering me, you start to realize that it's my conscience that's bothering me. I feel guilty because I know how I live. And just that sheer contrast is morally troubling to anybody honest enough to look at it. It's hard to convey this, and I thought maybe we could get a little bit of a feel, so I put together some photographs that I've taken and some others I clipped out into a little clip here comparing the haves and the have-nots. about you, but there's something wrong with that picture. Just the sheer disparity itself, it can't be right. The Bible has a lot to say about this. Jesus said, when the Son of Man comes in His glory and all the angels with Him, He will sit on His throne in heavenly glory. All the nations will be gathered before Him, and then the King will say to those on His right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer Him, "Lord, when did we ever see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we ever see you as a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we ever see you sick or in prison and visit you?" Then the King will reply, "I tell you the truth, whatever you did to the least of these, my brethren of mine, you did for me." Then He will say to those on His left, "Depart from me, you who are cursed, into eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, and you didn't invite me in. I needed clothes, and you didn't clothe me. I was sick and in prison, and you did not look after me." They will also answer, "Lord, when did we ever see you hungry or thirsty or a stranger or needing clothes or sick or in prison and not help you?" And He will reply, "I tell you the truth, whatever you did not do for the least of these, you did not do for me." Then they will go away into eternal punishment, but the righteous to eternal life. These accursed people, these people who are sent away into hell, they're mainly guilty of doing nothing. It never says that they are the ones that made the poor poor, or the naked naked, or the hungry hungry. It never blames them for causing it. But the point is, they did nothing about it. They saw it right in front of them and did nothing, and that's not good enough. Well, we can be thankful that this is in that genre of teaching that Jesus gives where salvation is by good works. And Jesus often taught principles of the law to bring home to people the fact that if you think you're good enough to get to God by your good works, maybe you better take another look at the law, because it's a little more demanding than you think it is. And later then, of course, it's revealed that Jesus' death makes it possible for us to come to God by grace, by a free gift. And so, even though we may be guilty of works that are worthy of damnation, we can be forgiven for all of that and received into heaven after all. Thank God for that. Or that photo montage would probably put a lot of us in some pretty deep crap.